What's going on, people? This is Market Omega coming to you live from madassmoney.com. I'll be going over some of the trades from this past week, so stay tuned. All right, so just going over some of the trades that we took this past week. I'm gonna be starting out with MTP. This was a pretty solid runner right here, man. So this was on the 20, I believe this was like the 21st. This was the 21st. So as you can see, like this stock actually had a lot of volume in pre-market, and started gapping up, and it was trending up pre-market. So when the market opened, it just shot up and broke the pre-market highs and started consolidating. So I took this trade. I think I took two trades off of this. So basically, when it broke the pre-market high and started to consolidate, holding above the moving averages, so I went long on this and scaled out over 5. I think I got long right here, that 430, 440 area, and sold on the break of 5. Now, where I made the big money on this trade was basically right here. I actually put a line on this breakout, and a lot of you guys in my chat, in the Mad as Money chat, know, my favorite strategy. One of my favorite strategies is the bullish patterns, and I usually take trades based off of like the patterns, and I buy the stocks from the breakout of those patterns. So, you guys know my two favorite patterns are the inverse head and shoulders and the double bottoms. I preach this all the time. It's in my webinar, and right here, man. Boom. If you could take a look at this. This is like inverse head and shoulders right here. And I called this out in chat. Like when this stock started forming, right here. I'm like, hey, watch MTP. This looks like it's got some legs, man. And as soon as it formed this right shoulder right here, I took a long. I think I got long at like 578. And then the plan was to add over 6. So I got long at 578. As soon as it broke 6, I added, and then boom, I scaled out all the way 650, and I think the last position was 701. I think I knew there was going to be resistance over 7 because it's a whole number. So most whole numbers usually have their resistance. So pretty much that was a really solid trade. I couldn't complain on that one. And I called this out. It was perfect. There wasn't a fake out. It just broke and it went. And that's one thing with these trading these patterns. Like you want to see it like confirm instantly. You want to see an instant resolution. Okay. So and that's when I know when I see an instant resolution, that's when I know the pattern is working, and there's not going to be any shenanigans from the market maker. So that was pretty good right there. I took that trade, made some decent amount of profits on that one. Now for today, we had ENT. I'm just going to talk about like the main movers. So we had ENT, we had ABUS, MISC, and a few others. But I'm just going to focus on these 3 because those are the ones that I took the trade on. So ENT saw this moving up. It pretty in pre-market it was roaring. Like this stuff was going like from 220s all the way to like 6. That's a pretty big move. Now, normally when you see a move like that, I mean, just know like when it opens, it's going to retrace. I mean, people are going to take profits, short sellers are going to pile in. So you're usually going to get this type of like retracement action at the open. Now, there's some times that will open and just rip some more, right? So, nothing is 100% when it comes to taking trades. But just know that, something like this, yesterday, what was this? This was closed at like 211 yesterday, and today hit a high of like 661 in pre-market. I mean, that's a pretty big move, man. So I saw this. It popped up in pre-market, opened, started going up. I didn't have shares to short this because I would have liked to short this though. But normally if I don't have shares, if it's not easy to borrow, I just leave it alone. I'm not trying to go out there and spend money to try to locate shares just to try to short the stock. I mean, I'm not going to do that, okay? Sometimes the trades are, on the long side, just as much as it's on the short side. Sometimes the trade for that one stock could be on the long side. So if you're forcing the trade, trying to short it, you can face a situation where you've not only lost money trying to short the stock, now you've paid, commissions and locate fees at the end. So nothing sucks more than having a loss on a day in addition to the commissions and your locate fees. So, if it's not easy to borrow, I'm just gonna leave it alone, Or if I were to locate the shares to short, if the locates aren't really cheap, then I'm just gonna leave that alone. There's no point. There's always gonna be a long trade somewhere. There's a long trade somewhere. Now in this case, there was a long trade right here, and I got this right there. If you take a look right here, double bottom right there, boom. My favorite pattern. You have two favorite patterns: inverse head and shoulders and double bottoms. So you can see this right there. I was watching it. As soon as it broke this level, this 580s level, boom, got long. I actually got long before 580. I think I got long 570s, I think. But I got long, and it went up. I scaled out all the way to. I took some profits. I think I took my first profit at over 610, and I was watching it, and took some more at like 645, and I took the rest over six. I think I sold the last one over 662. I was expecting a bigger move, though, to be honest. I mean, I was going to sell this already because it was, we were approaching a resistance. I just knew I had to sell the stock. But I was expecting this to, like, rip, like, maybe consolidate around here, like right here, and then just rip, take out the high of day, and then just, consolidate some more and then rip some more. But that's not what happened. Hit the pre-market highs and then just kind of faded off. And right now, it actually closed at low of day. Wow. So that was that. Took that trade right there. Got that. ABUS. Now this trade, I took that on the short side. I mean, you can see the stock from yesterday. Right here, it ran from 350s all the way. And after hours yesterday went all the way up to like the sevens. I mean, it's over 100%. And then today in pre-market, it ran up for a little bit, dipped, and started running up as soon as the market opened. So I saw this when it hit this level and started consolidating, and it was like, kept tapping the VWAP and all of that, but wouldn't break the VWAP. I got short, and I covered, on the way down. So this was pretty decent. This stock had no bounce whatsoever. I mean, this is nonstop sell. Okay. Well, this was a non-stop liquidation right there. I mean, you can see this. Like, I mean, a normal stock would sell off and then, consolidate for a little bit, shorts cover, and then maybe head up towards the, pre-market highs, or even if it was continuing lower, you would see some type of consolidation for at least 30 minutes. You would see some type of consolidation and then continue lower or can go up. But in this case, this was just straight sell. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, all the way, to like 10:30 Central. This is 2 hours after the market opened. Lower high, lower high. I mean, this is nonstop liquidation. Somebody had some huge size on this. They were trying to get rid of it. Okay, and as you can see, there was like no. I mean, this is a bounce, but it wasn't a clean, sustained bounce to like maybe the VWAP area. This just kind of bounced up for like 50, 60 cents, continued lower. So, yeah, the trade on this today was definitely to the short side. I mean, this is short. This is definitely short. You know, try to form an inverse head and shoulders. This would have been good right here for a scalp. Let's see. See right here on this level. See this inverse head and shoulders right there? Yeah, if this was closer to the open around the first hour 30 minutes, I probably would have taken that. But you know, this just kind of went like this. You know, came up a little bit, 635, and then continue lower. So that was that. But I took this to the short side. So let's see, which other one? Mist. So Mist was the final trade that I took. I mean, I already talked to you guys about the, let's see, what was that? The trade, actually. Let's see. This was yesterday. I think I took this. I took this for an inverse head and shoulder break on this one. So that was pretty good. All day you see these patterns. This right here. Look at this. Inverse head and shoulders breakout right there. Boom. All the way. Yeah. I love these patterns, man. I love them, love them, love them. They like, if you look close enough, you'll find them. This is right here. This is a today's trade. Actually, I took a trade right here. See, gosh, what am I doing? Hold on, guys. Bear with me. We'll get this right. Okay. So this was the first trade I took right there in this break. This formed a lower high. I'm sorry, a higher low right there. This was a higher low. I got long over here, 810, and then I sold, scaled all the way out to like 860. So this was pretty solid. And then I just left the stock alone because I was like so drained. I mean, this stock it's so much manipulation on this stock is not even funny. Mist is not funny at all. So yeah, so that was the trade for Mist. I mean, you can see a top pre-market, looked like it was gonna break out, suckered a bunch of longs, and then all the way down, closed the day close to the lows. I mean, look at this, from 1140 to 785. That's not good at all. So yeah, I only took one trade on this. It was a pretty good day today, a pretty decent day. You could have taken this pattern. If you're a bullish guy like me, you could have taken this right there. Let's see. Right there. You could have taken that break right there. Boom. See that? Break, retest, long. So that was pretty, I could tell you this stock had a lot of volume, though. I will say that. It had a lot of volume. You can easily get in and out with large size, but the problem was just the manipulation that's going on in here. When it's supposed to break out, it won't break out. When it's supposed to break down, it won't break down. Or it'll break down. It could break down a little bit, sucker in a lot of shorts, and then rip. And then in this case, it could break out a little bit, sucker in a lot of longs, and then all the way down, back to where it came from. And it did that a lot yesterday. Look at this. Breakout, you'll think it will continue going, sucker in the longs, on the late chasers, all the way down. So yeah, man, that's been the action the last few days. Actually, this week was, it was a bunch of fake outs, a lot of volume, but if you weren't careful, you would have gotten faked out a bunch of times. So that's that. That's it for the recap. I'm hoping we can get some more momentum going into next week, and let's just see what I think we have one more week. To the end of August. So next week is the end of August. Next week is the end of July, and let's see what August will bring after that. So you guys have been wonderful. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Have a great weekend. Take care of your friends, your family, and talk to you guys on Monday. Take care.